This is a fact sheet about whooping cough, which is also known as pertussis. It covers what whooping cough is, its symptoms, how it's transmitted, and how you can protect yourself from getting it. Pertussis is an extremely contagious respiratory illness that damages tissues in the lungs. The illness generally begins with cold-like symptoms that progress to prolonged coughing fits that make it hard to breathe or swallow liquids or food. Because symptoms are similar to other respiratory illnesses, including influenza, pertussis is sometimes not recognized until it causes serious health problems. Before knowing more about this whooping cough, don't forget to hit the subscribe button to never miss our new health plan. Pertussis is a very serious disease for infants, which can lead to hospitalization, seizures, and even death. Although pertussis deaths are rare in the United States, there were 34 in 2012. The disease is most dangerous for young children. In California alone in 2012, whooping cough contributed to the deaths of 10 babies less than 3 months old. 3 of these babies were less than 1 month old when they died. Pertussis spreads very easily. People with pertussis usually spread the disease by coughing or sneezing while in close contact with others, who then breathe the pertussis bacteria into their lungs. Pertussis is so contagious that if one person has it, 90% of the people close to that person who are not immune will also become infected with pertussis. The extent of the danger pertussis poses is not fully appreciated by many doctors, parents, and people in general. Most people do not think about getting vaccinated against a disease that was eliminated from the United States decades ago. Disease cases and deaths from whooping cough have been gradually increasing over the past decade. In 2012, there were more than 41,000 cases of pertussis in the United States, including 18 deaths. For 2013, the latest year for which data are available, there have been more than 8,300 reported cases of whooping cough in California alone. This is a 15% increase compared to the number of cases reported in California during the same time period last year. A large number of these cases involve infants under 2 months old. Vaccination remains the best way to protect against this dangerous disease. What is whooping cough? Whooping cough, also known as pertussis, is a serious disease that affects the lungs and the airways leading to the lungs. It often begins with cold-like symptoms and may be followed by weeks of severe coughing fits. The name whooping cough comes from the whoop sound children make when trying to catch their breath after a coughing fit. Pertussis can be deadly, especially for infants less than 1 year old. What are the symptoms of pertussis? The first signs of pertussis are similar to those of a cold. The first symptoms include fever. Most people infected with pertussis have a mild fever, usually between 101 and 102 degrees Fahrenheit, 38-39 degrees Celsius. For children less than 1 year old, between 101 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit, 38-39 degrees Celsius. For children 1 to 4 years old, and 101 to 103 degrees Fahrenheit, 38-39 degrees Celsius. For adults, fever is usually caused by the pertussis bacteria multiplying in the body. Most people infected with pertussis have a mild fever, usually between 101 and 102 degrees Fahrenheit, 38-39 degrees Celsius. For children less than 1 year old, between 101 and 102.5 degrees Fahrenheit, 38-39 degrees Celsius. For children 1 to 4 years old, and 101 to 103 degrees Fahrenheit, 38-39 degrees Celsius. For adults, fever is usually caused by the pertussis bacteria multiplying in the body. Cough? The cough that develops after a person becomes infected with pertussis is so severe that it can make it hard to breathe or swallow liquids or food, even if a person's lungs are clear of fluid. Runny nose and eyes. It is not unusual for a person with pertussis to have a runny nose and watery eyes. It is not unusual for a person with pertussis to have a runny nose and watery eyes. Sneezing. The sneezing that people experience when they have pertussis is similar to a normal sneeze, but in severe cases, it can make it hard to breathe or swallow liquids or food because of the force behind the coughing fits. Vomiting. After coughing, some children may vomit. This can cause them to choke if they are not sitting up. Irritability. Children with pertussis often display symptoms of inconsolable crying and irritability because of the coughing episodes and pain from gas buildup in the abdomen due to difficulty eating and drinking. Loss of appetite. Many children who have pertussis lose their appetite and will not eat or drink. How do you become infected? Most people with pertussis are exposed to the bacteria by direct contact or through close contact with someone who has a milder form of the disease, such as adults and older children who have pertussis. Who is most likely to get a whooping cough? Children are most likely to get whooping cough, though infants between 6 and 11 months old can also get it. Those at greatest risk for severe illness include infants under 2 months old, adults older than 50 years old, adolescents 15 to 19 years old, and adults older than 60 years old. Children 2 to 4 months of age whose mothers have been infected with pertussis in the last 3 months of pregnancy are also at an increased risk for having pertussis. All children older than 6 months of age are at risk for whooping cough if they have not been immunized against pertussis. How is whooping cough treated? Most people with pertussis recover completely within 7 to 10 days, though it can take up to 4 weeks. People with milder cases can recover on their own after a few days of home care. Hospitalization might be necessary in severe cases, including infants less than 2 months old and those who have trouble breathing due to severe coughing fits. Immunity against pertussis. Pertussis is an illness that can be prevented through the use of vaccines. Vaccines are available to protect infants and adults. Seniors should also receive a vaccine to protect against pertussis. According to the CDC, adults who received all of their childhood immunizations are still susceptible to whooping cough, even though they may have been vaccinated before. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned new things about the whooping cough and how to get rid of it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to let us know if this worked for you and how it affected your body. Thanks for watching this video, and if you want more videos on how to boost your metabolism, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos.